And hello there folks, it's me RJB from RJB TV, and in the last video, part number 2, I said that I was not going to cast 2 games that happened before game number 5, which was technically what I casted as game number 3. Now some people in the comments ask me, could you please cast the 2 missing games? And you know what? That is exactly what I'm gonna do. I owe it to you that I cast a set in its entirety. So we're gonna dive in, and we're gonna enjoy ourselves. The 2 missing games that I skipped out on because of a recording mishap happening while I was casting those 2 games. So the score is currently 1 win for Freyja and Henessy and 2 wins for Byul and Doromi. They have played 3 games so far, and now we're going to do the 2 missing games to hopefully make this 5 games total. I might even cast even more games, but let's just treat game number 3 and 4 as game number 4 and 5. How about that one? So let's introduce the teams yet again. We have Henessy here on the Protoss. He's a Protoss expert. He used to be a 1 versus 1 player, and he has rebranded himself into a team player. His 1v1 is still very strong, but I would say his 2v2 is currently perhaps even stronger, as he has put in the effort to become a master of team play. And he's joined by Freyja, former Hunters Gosu, one of the best Hunters players in the entire world, who decided to, you know what, I have completed the Hunters game. Now I'm going to conquer and become one of the best, fastest players in the world, and that is exactly what he did. Here on the Zerg, we got Protoss Zerg against Protoss Zerg. Then we have Gumdor, known to most as Byul or Gom. Former professional player, played in 2 ASL seasons, which pretty much at the time made him one of the 28 best players in the world, which is pretty insane if you ask me. Pretty insane. And we have Doromi here, Doromi to be more precise. Used to go by the name Tinkle, used to play Terran as a professional player, and played in 1 ASL season, which once again means he also was at one point in time one of the 28 best players in the entire world. So we have a lot of very, very good players here in this match with us. So, the Protoss players are going to go for 7 Pylon, then 9 Gateway, 2 more Gateways at 11, and then a Forge. That's a Forge, right? That is a Forge. So both players are getting a Forge to get a cannon up to protect themselves from Ling harassment. Because usually, not this game, but usually, Zerg players go for a 9-pool hatchery, well, let me rephrase, 9-pool, gas, drone, overlord, hatchery, zergling speed, and zerglings. That's what they usually do. But right now, in this game, they did something different. They did something completely different. They went for hatchery, pool, hatchery, gas, zergling speed. Although it looks like Byul went for something completely different. He gets on top of the drones. So Byul went for something completely differently, and now he's paying the price. He's losing drones, lost 2 drones. 3 drones? 3 drones. Losing 3 drones this early into the game, when your opponent does not, can be disastrous. He's on 7 against 11. And we have the Zerglings from Freyja trying to get on top of those cannons from Dorom. They have to try and stop this from happening, but a cannon there in the back. Very smart. Shield battery in the front to block the cannon in the back. He's trying to wall this cannon from enemy attacks. We got Zerglings from Byul coming in from behind. Actually, I just noticed the sound settings are a little bit too high, so let me adjust that just a little bit. This is better. Much, much better. So the cannons finish up, and Henessy and Freyja are forced away from this attempt at a blockade on Hennessy's base, which is going to succeed because the cannon in the back is finished up. He has that shield battery. This setup is genius from Dorom. It's a beautiful setup. Haven't seen it before like this, but it's brilliant. He uses terrain brilliantly, putting zealots right here in between to deny access to the cannon in the back, unharmed. And that means he can now progress forward to blocking Henessy, which puts Freyja into some trouble. He built a couple more Zerglings, but he also made more drones back at home because he realizes that the time of the Zergling attacks are perhaps in the past. He tries one more time with a Zergling attack here onto Byul, hoping, praying to the gods that Byul does not have proper defenses to protect his drones and keep those drones alive. He's going to try to get a couple of drone kills, goes for both the drones and the Sunken, but sadly only gets a single kill. Or here back at home, he's building Sunkens because he needs Sunkens against this potential attack from Doromi and Byul. But Henessy managed to sneak out a couple of zealots to deny Doromi the ability to move across the map. So he's going to fight that. Also, more Zerglings coming on top of the drones. Going to try to get one more kill. Gets one more kill. Great job. Maybe even 2 kills. Nope, just 1 kill. So here in the middle, we have a large swarm of Freyja Zerglings that just died. A couple of Byul Zerglings, of course, died as well. He's trying to get on top of Freyja, but Freyja has a pretty good amount of Sunkens. 2 in the front, 2 in the back. 2 in the back are hard to kill, 2 in the front are easy to kill, but they're there to buy time. He's on 6 hatcheries already, whereas Byul is on 5 and he's getting a lair. Whereas Freyja is probably going to go for Hydralisks, Byul probably going to go for Mulisks. I always see him go for Mulisks in these team games. Let's do red versus blue, or should we do purple-green against blue-white? Gets into Doromi's base. Gonna do some information gathering there in the back. We have speed. No speed. Actually, we got range and weapon on the way. No speed on the way. That's interesting. I thought he was gonna go over speed zealots because he's making so many zealots. Usually you would then, of course, also get zealot speed. But he's deciding against that and deciding for Dragoon range and probably Dragoons. Which strikes me as a little bit odd. Cannons in the back that are being protected by zealots. Another attack from Freyja onto Byul. He's just not giving up. Going to try to snipe that Hydralisk den, and he should be able to with only 3 Sunkens. Zerglings are spawning. Okay, he moves away. Zerglings spawn just on time. And here on the other side of the map, they're trying to get on top of the structures of Henessy. Reaver there on the side, gonna survive? Barely though. Look at how little HP that one has left. That Reaver is gonna make the difference in him surviving or dying. His cannons are being pushed onto his gateways. That's not looking good for him. But the Reaver in the back that will finish up will easily turn the tide in his favor. That's what I wanted to say. Easily turn the tide in his favor. Or turn the fight. However you want to say it. Both work. So Hydralisks there from Freyja trying to fight against Zerglings. Zerglings getting a pretty good surround on most of the Hydralisks, reducing the total number of Hydras. He is not getting range. Does he have a range? He's getting a range right now. So he made Hydralisk first and then got range. Which means the Hydralisks are not really as strong as they could be. Also did not get speed. They're kind of slow. Whereas Byul is building that Spire there in the back. He's going to have to build Mulisks very soon. He's got about 1,000 minerals and 1,000 gas. Maybe 1,100 gas, so that will be about 11 Mulisks in total, ready to go once he has the opportunity to do so. Whereas here, we can see Henessy pushing with the Reavers, loses 1 Reaver that was already on low HP, he's breaking free from that containment. And we can see right here that Freyja is pushing onto Byul, who is currently building his Mulisks. Zerglings with speed, once he can get a surround on the Hydralisks. Hydralisks have no speed, they can't micro, they just have to stand there and take the beating. And it looks like all of the Hydralisks will die to the Zerglings. So the Mulisks don't take any damage, which gives Byul a lot of power, full HP, healthy Mulisks ready to fly around the map and turn the tide somewhere. Most like... Oh, he's gonna go for an overload first. Hydralisks are on the push from Freyja. We can see Doromi overpowering Henessy. Huge overpowering move here. He's got speed now. He's got level 1 attack, got Dragoons. Shuttle went down. Reaver went down. The only has cannons are in the back waiting. I think that Henessy might just die to this. Drop there, going in. Oh, he only gets like 5 drone probes. 1 more. About 6 probes in total. Fighter on the bottom of the map is definitely going in favor of Byul. Just overpowering Freyja's Hydralisk army. Mulisks seem to be the right choice. I understand what Freyja was trying to do. If he got into Byul's base before Byul was ready, the Hydralisks would have definitely killed him. But Byul had great circling views all over the bottom side of the map and managed to keep slowing down and killing Hylics and preventing his own demise. Whereas Henessy is just dead and gone. There's no surviving this one. He's dead and gone, got overpowered, lost too much, took too much damage, fell behind on Doromi, and just, just got taken down. Very well played by Byul and Doromi. Let's give them win number 2. Actually, win number 3. It's even win number 3. So we have 3 wins for team former professional Byul and Doromi. But now we're going to look at game number 5, where we will be looking at, once again, the same players, but they're back on the Protoss. Protoss against Protoss. We will likely see, yet again, that one of the Protoss players in each team is most likely going to go for a Nexus first into advanced technology, whereas the other Protoss players on each team will likely go for 7 pylon, 9 gateway, 11 2 gateways, and then they will just produce zealots and maybe dragoons, and likely observer as well. We got Byul on the pink Protoss, right? This is pink Protoss. It's Gomdor, it's Byul. On the bottom right of the map. Top middle of the map, we have Doromi, also known as Tinkle. But no, let's just call him Doromi, because that's what we all know him as. And then we have Henessy on the blue. I mean, there's some blue in there, right? It's green, actually. This is green. There's no blue in here, like, this is blue, but that's all about it. So we have yellow Protoss, Henessy, top of the map, and then we have blue Protoss on the bottom. So we do have a blue Protoss, but it's not Henessy, it's Freyja on the bottom. He's going to be the person to make gateways and units. And then we have the other 2 Protoss players, Henessy and Byul, who have the designated, it's a difficult word to pronounce, designated role. I think it's called designated. I'm doubting how to pronounce that word at the moment. Designated, right? This is one of those foreigner things where English is not your first language, so you're just kind of guessing, do I pronounce it like that? Or maybe like this? I just don't know how to pronounce that word. I'm just gonna say designated. Designated Nexus Builder. Forge on the way for both their wait, he's getting a gateway much earlier than Byul. Byul's gateway is very late. He's gonna go for double gateway. I knew it. Double gateway. You can always kind of predict what are they gonna do by looking at their minerals and when they build something. If they want to go for a gateway, a single one, and get a gas, they build that gateway as fast as they can and the gas as fast as they can. If they want to go for double gateway and no gas, you would of course save up 300 minerals for double gateway at the same time to synchronize both the zealots coming out at the same time. That's what a lot of players do on fastest map. So we have nothing happening at the moment yet. Zealot there from Freyja, moving in on to Doromi, whereas Doromi is scouting the map with his Zealot, which means he might get caught off guard here. He tries to intercept that one Freyja Zealot, but the Freyja Zealot there makes his way through, getting on top of the backside there, getting on top of those probes. Likewise, same happening here in the bottom. Doromi gets into Freyja's base. Gets 1 kill. Oh, he managed to snipe the double kill. That was beautiful control. He managed to find the 2 low HP probes and snipe both of them. That's an amazing feat. Being able to find the 2 low HP probes, moving around and about, and sniping them both. So, Freyja has 2 more workers than Doromi. Doromi fell behind. 3 worker difference, actually. 3. This one is still scouting the map, so maybe even 4 worker difference on the minerals. Getting a gas about now, we have an attack from Doromi onto Henessy, who only has 1 cannon and is not protecting this small little gap right there. He's trying to put the probe in there, but the probe gets scared away, moving more probes in position, but the Zealot's clipping through the probes on top of the cannon. So he's in trouble. He is in trouble. He's in a lot of trouble because he's getting attacked. He's going to lose a lot of probes. He only has 3 Zealots against so many Zealots from Doromi. Now, the Zealots from Freyja are coming in to try and help him, but the damage is being done. He's down to 19, 18. He should be on the exact same number as Byul, but he's 9 behind That is a nightmare. So now we have Freyja moving in onto Dorom to try and kill a couple more probes, but that's not going to work because he sees Dragoons from Byul. Byul went for Dragoons, which forces Freyja to pull his Zealots back and change his attention towards Byul. Went for Dragoons on triple gas, whereas we have Henessy, who of course got attacked, is going to go straight for drops. And some Dark Templars most likely to stay alive because more Zealots are coming straight for him, and his own Zealots are across the map. So his own Zealots cannot help him survive, and he only has double gateway production, and he has only one cannon, two cannons. The Zealots are walking over the left side there of that base, going to go in from behind, get on top of the cannons. He's not gonna see this coming. He doesn't know they're there. This is gonna be an ugly, rude surprise he's not expecting. Probe there might build something right here to try and block. He's trying to build a pylon there, trying to get in between, but one Zealot got through, another Zealot got through as well. We have Freyja there pushing Byul's units back where they came from, but he's on 36 probes in total and building more gateways. He's getting a Temple's Arc from the bottom as well. We have Dark Temples on the way there from Henessy. Dark Templars are finishing up, but there's so many Zealots in his base. It's going to take a while for him to kill those Zealots with the Dark Templar. He simply doesn't have enough power here, and the High Templar under attack, getting pushed away. More probes are dying. He's on 28. He's 11 behind on his opponent, soon 12, 13, maybe even 14. Dark Templar clipping into the probes, having a hard time hitting and swacking and swapping, whatever you want to call it, whacking, that's the word, onto the Zealots. That's Psy Blade drop there from Henessy moving into Byul's base, who was in a lot of danger as well. He got overrun by Zealots from Freyja, so both the Protoss players who went for technology are in grave danger. Grave danger, a lot of danger. Look, 29 probes. 34, looks like Byul is losing a lot of probes as well. He's clipping those probes into the Zealots quite nice. The Zealots cannot attack. Drop there from... Drop it right there. He's picking up his own High Templars to go for a drop onto Freyja. Freyja's killing cannons there on the top side. If only he could bring over some Dark Templars right now to start hitting Byul. Oh, Templar on the scene. Templar storms. Templar misses. Only kills 3 of them, but a drop there coming out of Freyja as well. Freyja's going to have to run away with those probes. Dark High Templar is there, but High Templar has... Yeah, it has no Storm yet. Storm is still researching. He went in too soon. But at least... Okay, he's maybe gonna lose that shuttle because he's focusing on the micro back at home. But Frey is focusing on the micro here as well. We got 2 Dark Templars there from Byul defending. We got shuttle gonna get taken down there. The High Templars are unloading. Storm is finished up, but the High Templars both do go down before they can Storm. Yes, they both get taken down. Likewise, another wave of units there coming on to Henessy, who's on 7 probes now. He's getting absolutely murdered in both these games, back to back. He's taking back shots all day long. He's gonna he picked up his probes to keep him from dying, but then he's no income. The Dark Templars are doing their best. We have an observer from Byul moving into Hennessy's space to kill the Dark Templars. So a lot of teamwork happening at the same time all over the place. We have more Zealots there from Dorom now, gonna try to help out here in Byul's base. Dark Templars from Byul are doing a great job, but you know, probes are still dying. High Templar, oh, almost there. Is he gonna... He picks it up. He picks it up. Probes are running to safety. That's his last chance. Like, his last chance is killing some probes with his High Templar. They're returning back. But now he's focusing on defending because he's in a lot of trouble. He's in a lot of trouble. He's focusing on defending. He's focusing on staying alive. He's not... Oh, the probes are running away yet again. Probes are running away yet again because we have a Dark Templar on the scene, but we also have a detection there spawning right on time to kill the Dark Templar. Templar alone, but there's nothing to storm on. He storms on the Dragoons, and that's a miss. And Henessy here's dying. Hennessy's getting destroyed. He's just absolutely getting destroyed. Look at him just getting his ass whooped. And Freyja is their last chance at a victory. He has 110 supply. Byul pretty much only has probes and Dragoons. Cannon in the back finishes up. Probes are blocking everything. Getting on top of the Nexus. Doing a great job there. We got a shuttle drop. That's a probe. He has no money for a Nexus. He has a Nexus there on the top, still alive, but he cannot mine because the Zealots there are killing stuff. Gonna try to get the Nexus, but they call GG. It's over. They know they can't get it. It's over. This is a done deal. Byul and Dorom get another win. Win number 4 already. Henessy and Freyja just not having a good day. They are getting smashed around, being shown every single corner of the ring. Although I have to admit, Byul was taking a beating there from Freyja. Freyja was playing an amazing game, but Henessy just got done in by a couple zealots sneaking their way through the backside and giving him a nice injection of massive back shots from zealots, big beefy boys, and he was just sitting there taking it. Nothing he could do about that one. Just a terrible, terrible day for Henessy. Now, can Freyja and Henessy make a comeback here in game number 6? Because we're going to go into game number 6. We've done 5 games so far, and honestly, these have been cutthroat games. Very high-paced. And I would say I've spotted a few evolutions in build orders, some adjustments, some progressions forward that I hadn't seen before. And I have to also add that I'm not quite convinced yet by these build order changes. Maybe because they haven't worked out as well as I would have liked them to in this series specifically, but maybe they have in other series that I haven't watched. Maybe they will work out nicely in this series specifically. Who knows? All I know is that, so far, Freyja and Henessy have an uphill battle to fight. It's a very, very steep hill. Being behind 3 games against 2 former professional players in a team game, that doesn't look too encouraging. It is not very encouraging when you fall behind like this. But you can never give the fight. Always gotta keep moving forward, believing in yourself and your ability to succeed and achieve victory. Protoss Zerg, we have red versus blue and red versus blue. We have Doromi here on the Protoss on the top of the map. Then we have Byul on the bottom side. Then we have Freyja on the bottom left and Henessy on the bottom middle. 7 pylon, 3 gateway, 7 pylon, 3 gateway, and a pylon. Pylon number 2 coming up very soon there for Henessy. He's not pulling it yet, but it should be coming up right about now. Otherwise, he will probably get supply blocked at some point. We have pool gas hatchery here from Byul. Likewise, we have a hatchery pool, hatchery gas from from Freyja. This is something that they do on corner spawns, and this, what Byul is doing, is what they do on middle spawns, although he's getting a second hatchery as well. So maybe he went for the exact... No. Like, you can see it. Gas for Byul already finished. Gas for Freyja still on the way. So there is going to be a window of time here for Byul to arrive in Freyja's base before Freyja can protect himself against Zerglings, because the Zergling timings are so different. Which is why the Zealot from Henessy is here in Byul's base, to distract Byul and force the Zerglings to not attack Freyja just yet. And the Zealot is doing quite a good job, got 1 kill, got 2 kills. 2 kills. That's a great snipe. Not gonna get number 3 though, because that Zealot is dead. Likewise, he's getting attacked by Doromi, who has no kills on that Zealot. Cannon finishes up, so he has to retreat. Likewise, here back at home, he went for a fast gas and a cyber core and a very late delayed forge. So no canister yet, but he didn't get attacked, so nothing to worry about for him. We do have to worry about Freyja though, because Freyja is getting annoyed, bothered by the Overlord dancing on his minerals. Doesn't really do much. Just, you know, it's slightly annoying that you have to maybe click once or twice to hit the minerals like this. So yeah, Freyja is losing Zergling quite fast because it's sunken in the back. Will keep the Zealots away. A sunken a day keeps the Zealots away. That's the idea. So because Doromi is attacking Freyja, Henessy has more Zealots on the middle of the map that might allow him to build a pylon and maybe build cannons. But of course we have Byul that also exists in the middle of the map with Zerglings to attack and annoy Henessy to distract him and stop him from building a pylon in the middle and getting cannons up on the middle. Which means, of course, that Freyja is, of course, going to join this party as well to try and kill those exact same Zerglings with his own Zerglings. Zealot and Zealot, Zergling and Zergling, Zealots and Z's everywhere. Zealings and Zealots everywhere. But the supply lead is in favor of Henessy. Byul and Freyja pretty much have the same supply, I would say. It really just comes down to the difference being in Henessy having more Zealots than Doromi, because Doromi sent Zealots to Freyja's base where they died, so he fell behind. He's gonna go. He went for a very fast drop technology. Whereas we do not have fast drop technology for Henessy. Now this is a risk that Doromi is taking. He's got a shuttle on the way. He's getting a Citadel of Adun as well. He's got a support bay finished up so he can build Reavers. We got cannons being built there on the middle. You got Zerglings hiding on the top corner on both corners to get information at later stages in this game. And we have Byul switching to a defensive formation. Got Sunkens in the back, got Zealots from the ROM protecting this one Sunken. Gonna be difficult to get on top of that one. We got Zerglings from Freyja dancing back and forth while he's droning up back at home. He's on 5 hatcheries against 5 hatcheries here from Byul. On double gas, 18 drones against 60 drones. We have Zealots being shuttled over, because that's something you gotta do. When you get blocked, use a shuttle to get units into the enemy base. But of course, Henessy knows this would happen. He knew. So he has some units here back at home to defend, but that's a lot of Zealots getting on top of everything. And the Reaver's finishing up here back at home very soon to get picked up and flown into the battle to kill some probes, or maybe just kill whatever it can. So Zealots from Henessy returning back home. He's focusing on the cannons, trying to open and pry open a way, to try open a path to kill Henessy. Reaver is flying in. Zealots unloading. Reaver is very far away. Probes not under attack. Dragoons are clipping on the bottom at the gas, so they cannot get closer to their shuttle with the Reaver inside. The Reaver shuttle is doing a lot of work, getting a lot of damage in. But eventually, the Dragoons do get on top of the cannon, and the Reaver is gonna unload on top of the probes and shoot its load, but the load will not arrive. It misses the mark. Probes run to safety. Probes survive. The ROM's big investment into a drop and a Zealot attack doesn't exactly get the results he wanted, but it is the first step towards maybe a victory. The first step forward. Zerglings from Byul got caught on the top. We have 6 hatchery and a Hydra den here for Byul. Same here on the other side here for Freyja, who has a very small supply lead of about 3. It's negligible. Also still on 5 hatcheries. But he has more Hydralisks, I assume, than Byul. So he traded a couple Hydralisks for another hatchery and more Sunkens. And he's building a lot of Sunkens because he has to defend himself against a maybe, just a maybe, double mass attack from both Henessy and Freyja. But at the moment, I would say Henessy and Freyja are in the lead, because the ROM is denied entrance to the middle, plus he has less supply than Henessy. Also, Byul has dropped in supply compared to Freyja by about 20 in just a couple seconds, and because they know that Byul is defending, he's going all in on defense, has almost no units, they feel safe enough to just go and attack the ROM, who is facing a force he maybe cannot deal with because he lost a lot of Zealots in Hennessy's base and also lost a Reaver there. Maybe if he had invested more in defense, they might not be able to do this, but then it would mean that Byul is open to get attacked by this exact same army, and he might not be able to survive. So Henessy and Freyja played a great game, getting himself into a supply lead with superior fights and with an army supply lead that allowed them to get control over the middle, allowed them more freedom to move around and attack and dictate the pace of the game. Overlord arriving on the scene, their Templar's no longer a problem. We have a Reaver on the top side, they're doing a great job hitting from afar. And the Dragoons, yeah, it looks like Jerome is just losing a lot of supply here. But likewise, now we have Byul in a supply lead over Freyja, going for the attack. Getting on top of the Hydra. This is a Hydra against Hydra fight. They have no upgrades. They have... do they have range? Not sure. Flanked from behind there, though, by Henessy. That's a danger when one enemy can enter the map and your ally cannot. You can get flanked like this and lose your entire army in the blink of an eye. Likewise, Jerome is fighting hard. This Reaver is still alive on the top corner, pushing the Dragoons away. They're going to kill the gateways there instead of killing this here on the top side. And after they push Byul back home, there's a wide open path to go and send more reinforcements to Jerome's base to finish him off once and for all. This one shuttle Reaver is trying to get through, trying to kill as much as he can, but these units from Henessy just keep moving back and forth, basically securing the perimeter. So it looks like only Henessy. They believe Henessy can kill the ROM on his own. And I agree, yes he can. He can kill Henessy on his own. So we're keeping the Hydras there from Freyja on the middle to flank these Hydras from Byul from behind. So buying some time with these Hydras in the front, and now coming from the back with more Dragoons in tow as well. I think they're going to call GG very soon as this army goes down, and that means that all their chances at victory are slipping out of their hands. The window is closing, and is closing rapidly. Look at this, Doromi is dying. And Byul doesn't have enough to withstand the forces of Henessy and Freyja combined. He goes for a scout through the entire base. Got 5, 7 hatcheries. Here we have 7 hatcheries as well. Number 8 on the way. Got a couple Sungas there in the front. Looking pretty strong, but not strong enough. Because he simply cannot send reinforcements across the map to help his dying ally. He simply does not have enough. And Doromi's got a Reavers in the back, but the Reavers in the back can only do so much. Same for the Templar, can only do so much. He lost Templar's Archive as well. He's building another Templar's Archive. Oh, it's a robotics. He built some robotics there in the back. He lost the robotics in the front. It's a nightmare situation unfolding for Byul and Doromi, as they're going to have to call GG very soon. They're gonna have to call it, this is unsustainable. Henessy has 158 supply against 83 and 66. It's not gonna work. Supply lead is huge. Huge. The Reavers in the back there trying their best, but more Hydras arrive, more Dragoons arrive. This is just an overpowering, overwhelming force. And Byul is contained by lurkers. Freyja built some lurkers, put them in a choke, which means that Byul cannot leave his base. He's going to have to get transportation or whatever else. He simply can't do it. As Doromi dies, GG should be called very soon. There's no way forward. No matter how hard you try. I think they should have already called GG, and there it is. Doromi GG's, Byul GG's. And Henessy and Freyja finally get themselves another win. Another win on the board. Which means that this is going to be part number 3, and we're going to do part number 4 to finish this series with another few games in the next video. Hope you enjoyed these 3 matches. Very tight matches. High pace. A lot of decision making left and right. Sacrifices to be made. Choices to be made. And enemies to be killed. Very well played, and let's see you return for part number 4. I'm RJB from RJB TV, and as usual, I'm signing out. Also, I just noticed we didn't have any music for any of these games. So in the next video, we'll return with the background music. See you soon.